Hello. Good morning. It is morning, not really early morning, but it's morning. This is another day for Raphael to have something to say. And before he starts speaking, whenever that may be, I have a few things to say. Um, Things have been crazy to say the least. The changes that are going on, the energies that are coming in, uh, having my whole worldview turned upside down. Yeah, that's all been going on in the last few days. So I'm dealing with that. And Raphael is kind of laughing at me. He says that's part of being human, but that's okay. So in the meantime, my nose, I just got out of the shower. My nose is itchy. Um, he's going to speak today, and I have an idea of what it will be about, and some of that relates to something that happened to me yesterday. So it will be interesting to see his take on it. In the meantime, you've got me. No, you don't. Greetings, dear ones. It seems James and I have finally settled on a way to say hello, so you can differentiate between him and me. And I've told you before that this not differentiating is done deliberately to make it easier for him. And that the channeling has a twofold purpose. First, it will help get information out there. And second, it will help James acclimate and let go of the last few things he has that is holding him back. So when that happens, then his writing can progress. And as that, when he starts going at that whole hog, we will probably be without communication for a couple of weeks because he's going to be very busy. Meanwhile, my subject for today is power. And basically, your power, that you are unlimited beings of light and love. And you're very powerful beyond what you could even conceive. And James had this brought to his attention yesterday by a casual remark. And it made him look at how he perceives everything. Because most of you agree that you're powerful beings, you create your own reality, and to change the world, change your reality, and it will change the world. But you don't really live that. You give it lip service, but do you really live it? And that's what was brought to James's attention yesterday, that he's not doing that. And it was done with a simple challenge. And I'll give you the same thing that was given to him. He made a casual remark when he was speaking with a friend about how his bottled water supply was low and he would have to go to the grocery store that day and get more bottled water. And the person he was speaking with, who is connected, very connected, and not to one individual or anything when she starts talking, it could be anything from an archangel to an elemental to who knows what, because she feels everybody. And she said, they're telling me, why don't you fix your water? And of course, James, being very literal, thinks, well, I can't put in an RO system. Should I put a filter on the faucet? And she comes back and says, no. Why don't you fix your water? Make it as pure and clear as a mountain spring. Very simple. You're creator beings. Make it. And that kind of gave James pause and set him on a whole train of thought that had him going crazy all day yesterday. So, make amends for him. He was flustered, but he's taken the challenge. And he tried a couple of times and it still tastes pukey water. He hasn't figured out what to do or how to do yet. But he has the knowledge that I can do this. So why don't I? And that's what I am saying to you. You are powerful beings, creator beings. It's what you were meant for. So why aren't you doing this? You have the ability. Intellectually, you know it, but you don't practice it. You do things like visualization and stuff like that, but that's old school. It doesn't work anymore. The vibrations and frequencies have changed. But from your point as a creator, you can do anything. And that point was vividly brought home to James yesterday. And it has, just rattled his cage, for lack of a better term. And he's dealing with it. And it's giving him a whole new way to look at things. And I wish you to do the same. Know who you are. Know you are an unlimited being of light and power. Know nothing is beyond what you can do. So do it. You have thoughts of things you want to do? Well, do them. James had several examples of, I've got to do this, but I have to wait for funds, or I have to. No, you don't. Everything is available to you now. Think on that for a minute. When Yeshua performed his miracles, did he wait? When he brought Lazarus back, did he have to take a day to figure it out? When he calmed the stormy seas, did he have to change and think and meditate and do all these things? No. He knew. He did it instantly. All these things he did. And when he went on the cross, he could have stopped that at any time. He could have done away with the soldiers or whatever and walked away from it. But he chose not to, because part of his lesson was for all of you to see what could be done. And he was showing you the way. And that's what religion has lost today. Religions are bound up in ceremony, different things. You have to go to the priest. You have to do this. You have to. No, you do not. You are a supreme being unto yourself. And as soon as you realize that, then your life will change. Because it will no longer be, well, I want a new car. I have to look at this. I have to finance, or I have to do, I have to. No, you will simply desire something, whatever it may be, and let it go, and it will come to you. There's an example of this right here that James has, and it was something he didn't even realize how he was doing this. But he was at a friend's house and playing with their crystal bowl and talking about how he loved them and they're just such magical things. And suddenly, all of a sudden, someone says, "Hey, I got one. Do you want it?" Didn't need dollars, didn't need anything. He desired a crystal bowl and it came to him. And life is like that if you allow. If you put your desires out there, hand them to the universe, and forget it. Don't worry about it. Don't think of what you have to finance, what you have to pay, what you have to. The have-tos are old school. You need to step into the being and accepting of who you are. Can you do that? I have faith in you. Let's see what you do. Okay. I knew he was going to be talking about power, but I didn't realize exactly how he was going to go about it. He kind of surprised me too. So that's everything for today. I'll get this wrapped up, put online, and it'll be available. So until the next time, goodbye.